There were still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier have their metal wings and vibranium hand full with adversaries, including one surprising super soldier who may pose the greatest threat of them all.
I've worked with Disney for as long as I can, so I don't want to spoil anything.
Of course not. On this IMDb brief, Erin Kellyman helps us break down how the Falcon and the Winter Soldier adapts an old Captain America adversary into the terrorist group called the Flag Smashers.
Because of the scripts and because we are different people now, we have different experiences, and she's now a young woman who will obviously have different experiences to a middle-aged man. So I didn't want to focus too heavily on him and wanted to focus more on the way that it had been rewritten. I kind of wanted to make this a whole new thing, and because she has changed so much from the comics, I wanted to focus more on what was written and how Kari wanted to take it as well.
Erin Kellyman's Karli Morgenthau is based on the Flag Smasher, a comic book character created for December 1985's Captain America number 312 by writer Mark Grunwald and artist Paul Neary, the same duo behind John Walker, aka US Agent, aka the new Cap. That Flag Smasher, aka Karl Morgenthau, believes so strongly in smashing patriotism and nationalism around the world that he even had to team up with the new Captain America and his partner Battlestar to take down the Red Skull.
You could have the power of the god!
Now, despite a decades-long history in ink, the Marvel Cinematic Universe series on Disney Plus threw out much of Morgenthau's backstory as the Swiss son of a diplomat turned supervillain who sought to spread his anti-nationalist views by any terroristic means necessary, and instead used the name Flag Smasher as members of the cabal led by Kellyman.
One world.
One people.
One world.
One people.
One world.
One people.
This new version of the character, Karli Morgenthau, leads a collective of fellow anti-nationalist supporters, some of whom have taken the very same super serum that turned Zero Steve Rogers into hero Captain America, a transformation that caused Kellyman to do a lot of difficult physical preparation before taking on the role.
I had a lot of training. They mainly had me doing gym work, like just training out in the gym. But then once I'd moved to America, that's when it got like really intense. I was doing like boxing and trying different stunt routines and doing parkour, and yeah, it was intense, but it was a lot of fun. That was probably my best part. Like I really enjoyed kind of like jumping on things and jumping off things, and yeah, it was very tricky, but I think that's probably why I enjoyed it more.
I always wanted to do that.
In the show, the Flag Smasher swiped the super serum from the Power Broker, a shady corporate mastermind who makes Faustian bargains for superpowers, and in the comics is responsible for souping up both John Walker and Battlestar.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I do, and I don't care.
Ooh, harsh. Much of Karli remains mysterious, and Kellyman promises that more will be revealed, including in a certain upcoming episode that she admits was her favorite to work on.
Ep 6, yeah, that's gonna be where, yeah, I'm not gonna say much, but that was probably my favorite, yeah. I'm excited for people to unpack her a little bit. I think there's a lot of layers to her, and I think she's not one-dimensional. There's more to her than meets the eye, and I'm excited for people to unpack that. I think people will be interested in her.
For more Marvel mayhem and trending tales, stay glued to imdb.com/imdbrief.